Seller financing. This is where the seller pays you through future profits of the business to buy his business. Like a loan, but the seller is the bank. This happens for 60% of all small businesses that are bought, meaning it's super common. Now, cons can take longer to do to negotiate it. Some sellers won't do it for sure, and you have to know about it, but you're here, so you got that part. Now, the pros is you need way less cash. In fact, sometimes zero cash. There's less risk on you. The seller gets great tax benefits. You get a ridiculous deal and you make up any terms, unlike with a bank. Pause for a second there. People will tell you this is not possible. That's because they don't know what they're talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about.
People love to tell me on Twitter why these deals won't work. They've probably never done a deal. It's as common as a mortgage for a house. Not going to work every time, but it will work over time. If you're saying you're looking to grow your bank account and not deplete it by using cash up front. So I love doing zero cash deals all day long. In fact, in private equity, in my old world, we call this LBOs, leveraged buyouts. It's a fancy word for saying we have banks that pay for us to do deals. But then people say to me, okay, if it's so great for you, it's got to suck for the seller, right? Not the case. Extra profit from interest, meaning they get their purchase price, plus they get like a little check in the mail from you every month or quarter. It's just the interest costs. Faster than loan financing. Taxes from the sale are spread out because it's annuity. They don't get a lump sum. They agree to seller financing, which can mean the difference between actually even getting their business sold or not. We already know this. Most small businesses will not sell. Crazy statistic is that most small businesses that get listed in the US will never sell. They'll close. So why are so many business owners out here trying to sell? It's the 5 Ds: divorce, departure, disability, dissolution, death. I think you can guess what most of those are. They're tired, they're sick, they're ready to leave, they've had some sort of legal event, they need to sell, and you are their answer. So let's go through an actual deal in seller financing so I can show you how this works live, okay? Revenue, you can see here, $332,000. And we've got the profit of $112,000. We bought this business for 2x the purchase price, which means $224,000 as the cost. Now in this one, they originally wanted a 10% down or $22,000 down to pay for the business. And the rest of it, they would finance. The seller would give us $204,000 to buy this business. That means under these terms, we would make a monthly profit of $9,333. And if you add the interest payment that we would have to make for the seller financing loan of $212 a month, we've been making about $9,121 a month profit in our pocket, or about $109,000 a year. Now, that cash on cash return number, and cash on cash return really just means with the money you put down, aka $22,000, how much money do you make on it? But in this instance, let's say we didn't have the $22,000 down, like the person who actually bought this business did not. Instead of taking the offer of $224, you said, what if I pay you $245? I increase the price of the business, but I want $0 down. You finance the whole business for me. I'll pay you a little bit of a premium for that, and I'm going to take the whole business. Beautiful way to negotiate seller financing where you put $0 down to acquire a business that's going to make you $100,000 a year. And this is just one deal. Look at this next deal. I won't go through every single section of it, but probably take a screenshot. This is a $1.5 million deal that netted us $35,742 a month. This is a real deal we did, or $428,000. This actually is a plumbing company. So that means we make 188% cash on cash return for this deal. And look at that. The seller finances the business. The seller pays for me to buy this business. This is not only possible, it happens every single day. And now you know how to do it. Next up, let's teach you how to negotiate it. All right. So the real key to seller financing is this. It's one word: negotiation. It's trying to say, hey, this is Samuel. Samuel, I want to buy your business, but instead of me giving you, I just threw a bunch of cash at him, a bunch of money, I want Samuel to give me the money to buy his business. How do we get that to happen? It's pretty straightforward. If I was to have this conversation, it would go something like this. I'd say to the seller, we've already been talking about buying your business, and I think you have a business that could really fit in with what we do. But I just want to make sure we're on the same page for something. Most businesses are bought and sold with something called seller financing.
I'm sure you already knew that. That's what turns me on about you.
And so because of that, to get this deal done quickly and at the best terms possible, how about we do this deal with seller financing, which basically means you're going to use your profits of the business for me to buy it, and I'm going to give you an annuity over the course of the life of this deal. So for the next 3 to 5 years, you are going to get an annuity, a payment every month or a payment every quarter, in order for me to take over the day-to-day operations of running your business every single day. And because of that, we don't have to involve a bunch of banks or the government to see see this deal not go through. I just wanted to make sure we both understood we were on the same page with using seller financing. And what you're gonna find is most business owners are gonna go, oh, okay, yeah, I'm sure we can figure something out. And right there, my friends, you took the first step in learning how to negotiate seller financing. What do you need to do now? Well, the truth of it is, you've already learned the opportunity in buying small businesses. You've seen the 10 steps it takes to buy small businesses, and now you're starting to learn how to negotiate seller financing and using other people's money to buy profitable businesses. Think about this for a second. Maybe you are going to be the solution for not one more Starbucks on a corner, but instead your coffee shop on the corner.